What's up, everybody? Drake here.
Gypsy.
2 hoodies.
3 cats. I'm having a heat stroke. Don't mind me. It's hot in Texas, in case you haven't noticed. And
I thought it was just you.
Bitch, it might be.
Might be. So,
this guy.
do you know what time it is?
I don't care.
Yes.
He said, "What song are we gonna do?" He gave
I
me,
gave her
like
3 choices. I gave her "Brainwashed," "White Boys" by Tom and Adam, and "I Don't Care." And I told her one of them was like in my top 3 or 4 songs that Tom does, and she's
I
like,
retorted with, "One of those is my go-to phrase," and he was like, "Yep," because I generally just don't. I don't care. Not much bothers me, so.
So I think I also had "I Hate Hip Hop" in there too.
Oh.
So this is one of my. I love this song, and I relate on different levels to this song, and you're going to as well, and you're going to.
Excuse me.
You're going to. You're going to draw associative likenesses between him and. Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to go. I'm just going to start this. I'm going to tell you that I don't know how they filmed this. I don't know if this is a green screen or if they found a beach in Cali. Who knows? But Nova outdid herself as usual. And, yeah. Here we go.
Honestly, I'm sick to death of hearing the complaints. Everybody wants to tell me how I've changed. I think somehow I'm responsible for bodies filling graves. If I made the songs they wanted, were they fans I could have saved? Man, that's a lot of weight. I thought it would be great to entertain, and now I understand why mumble rappers say the things they say. They don't want any obligation to the fan base they create. I guess my morals won't allow me to be famous if it's fake. I barely made it. I was living in the ghetto, always praying my potential wouldn't go to waste before I could escape it. I just had a mental breakdown, rent was due, I couldn't pay it. Killing roaches, scraping guts off all the plates and being patient. Ay, living in the hood, could've got me killed. Kitchen full of rats, stomach never filled. They cut off the lights, couldn't pay the bills. I was always sick, couldn't buy the pills. Girlfriend almost left me, we were broken, we were desperate. Right before it got too heavy, I went viral off a record. Ay.
So he and Nova tell a story about the fact that at this is going on, that they're living in Crenshaw. And their power went out, and they didn't have any money.
Yeah.
And they were literally, he tells the story about scraping all this crap off, and they ran like an extension cord from their house to their neighbor's garage and plugged it in so they could plug their refrigerator in, so they could have their refrigerator on.
It's crazy. I honestly just had this conversation with one of my friends on another platform, and like I've even been in that struggle myself of like, you know, I was living in
Which bill do you pay?
Right, I was living in a camper, you know, on down by the river. I know that sounds crazy. It's funny, whatever, but you know, it was the dead of summer and I had no water. I had no running water at all. And you know, like, yeah, it was
it's like
my AC wasn't working.
Life is
like,
hills and valleys.
It is.
Peaks and valleys. And you should be really grateful for the hills, but realize that you never know when you're back at the bottom of the valley.
But it's also like, and there comes a point, you know, and hopefully people are able to get there in their journey of being grateful for those valleys. Because in those valleys, that's where you find out what you're made of. That's where, you know, you find out where you're coming
100%.
from.
Like, are you going to be able to stand back up? Are you going to be the person that gets back up? Or are you going to be that guy that ends up on the street?
Right.
Because that's like the song Tom did, we did, it was Castles. Mm-hmm. And,
yeah.
I mean, he talks about the people that are, you know, your family might come and just try to clean you enough to bring you home.
Right.
But some people...
I didn't have that.
They just give up.
Yeah,
And they don't have a way.
I was completely like I couch surfed and I lived in the middle of the winter in Kentucky.
He has the song we did, "No Response," where he talks about he kicked it with strippers and prostitutes and murderers and all this, but he kept his. He kept himself, and he came out of it and became a better person.
Right.
Never lost sight of the person that he was.
Right. Not everybody's that fortunate, and like I was saying, I lived in my buddy's garage, which was unheated, uninsulated, sleeping on this crappy, stained up, uncomfortable recliner that didn't even recline all the way, and
well, that's
I had to pick and choose when I was allowed to go into the house to go pee.
So
and
that's you know, that's where Tom and Nova both, they'll talk about the struggles they've had and all the problems and how they were at the rock bottom and how they have addictions and alcohol and drug issues, and the fact that you look at them now.
Right. They've come a long way, and hella proud of them. Hella proud of them. Even if somebody gets out of
and
a
they're
situation
willing to take,
like that,
they're willing to lay themselves out,
right?
So other people can know.
Yeah, and what he's talking about here is he understands about mumble rappers and how they just barely skirt and just make a ringtone, well,
he's
because you don't have to take any accountability for
if you don't understand and it's just the beats, then I don't have any,
you can just make the beat and wash your hands of it. And if you're not emotionally invested in what you're putting out there,
you know what timestamp we're at?
Probably 30 seconds or some shit.
48 seconds.
I think that's usually the going rate.
It's 38 or 48.
It usually is. So
So do you want to go back and listen to the first verse?
No, we're good. Let's just keep going.
I'm gonna back up just a little bit because it's about to be the chorus. All right.
It got too heavy, I went viral off a record. Ay. Never signed a deal, I did it on my own. I made all the beats, I write every song. They did not believe I knew it all along. Told me I was weak, I showed them I was strong. Never should have bet against me. Thought my anxiety was gonna wreck me. Thought my depression would get in my head for a second and leave, but it never left me. Everybody says I changed up. Cause I had nothing and I came up. Now I'm someone they're afraid of. So say some, whoa, hey yo. Everything you say, bro, I don't care, no, I don't care, bro. Fame won't ever make me change, so I don't care, no, I don't care, no. Honestly, it's bothered me since I've become this famous. People comment like I don't see what they're saying. I get death threats every day and saw my family call me garbage, call me racist. Try to tell my therapist that I'm afraid I can't explain it. Back up, don't touch me, I'm anxious. All of this money I'm banking don't make me happy. I can't win, don't get it wrong, no, I'm thankful. Wanted attention, it happened. Pressure from standards established. Amplify anger and sadness, can't deny that it did damage. Hey, take the bucks I made, take off all the chains, take the braids.
That right there, for as long as you've known me, I've personally, I've seen both sides of the spectrum of living. I've stayed in nice houses and had nice things, and I've had absolutely nothing. And at the end of the day, money doesn't make you happy. Having those nice things and all that, it doesn't make you happy. I've been completely assed out with absolutely nothing and been the happiest I've ever been in my life because I was okay with me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
yeah. You get to a point.
Money kind of almost creates this bigger void in yourself.
Right. Yeah.
You're always chasing after, and then, I think we had commented on it in another video of, what happens when all of your dreams come true? What happens when you have all the things that you wanted, that you've ever wished and hoped
You
for?
watch a lot of people that they interview and they talk about, hey, you got all this, you made it, you're like sports figures are the biggest example.
Yeah.
As you listen to them talk about the fact, well, I won the Super Bowl. I won an NBA championship. Mm-hmm. I was the MVP. I was a Cy Young winner. I got all this money, but I'm not happy.
Right.
It's not enough.
And it's ridiculous.
It doesn't fill this void.
Right.
And it's like that.
You're
it doesn't
you're
matter.
looking for acceptance outside of yourself.
Well, the other thing is status does not equal happiness.
Exactly.
Happiness or content. a content life is a mindset that you have to understand that all of these other things don't matter.
Yeah.
It's what's right here and what's right in front of you.
Right.
And
the people that you surround yourself with.
That's one of the things we were talking about in the live we did recently, where him and Nova are two extremely humble people.
And they are. And
without it,
and
with the success they've had, if they had not stayed humble and true to who they were, they would have just been another group of people in the system that would have just filed in. But they have proven that you can do the right thing and be successful and still be there to be an example
and
to others.
Making a difference in in pouring your heart into what you're actually doing and the words and standing behind the words that you speak, because you've experienced it, you've lived it.
And the question I have for you about this: if they weren't independent, would they be as successful as they are? They would be somebody that nobody cared about.
Yeah, they would be...
Because the track that they were pushing Nova down was they wanted her to be a pop, bubblegum music and drug kind of person. And she's got some music that was in that frame that we'll eventually get to. But it's like, she was like, I don't have any interest in doing this shit.
Yeah, it's not who I am. It's not what I stand for. It's not what I believe. It's, And it's crazy to me because you see a lot of the interviews with like people that have all of this money, and I think we touched on it before of, you can have all that money and all of these people around you, and because those people are paid to be there.
Oh yeah.
Or on the other side of it, if they're not paid to be there, they're hoping to gain something off of either knowing you or being around you, or you drop a piece of paper and they can turn around and sell it behind your back, or you know what I mean? So it's always gaining something. So like you're left so alone in that. And I know people can be like, oh, wasn't that so terrible having all that money, and oh, you have issues. And it goes with anybody, even if you're on the other end of the spectrum, don't knock somebody else's position in life until you've been there.
Yeah.
And even if you have been there, don't knock it. Stop judging.
It's like so many people are like they lust for what that person has, and they look down on the people that don't have.
It's always,
and it's like you are one bad break from being that person down there, and you're a couple things hitting the right way to be that person over there.
Right.
But besides a couple monetary differences, there's nothing changes. There's no real difference.
Yeah. At the end of the day, stop judging each other, accept each other, and just let people do what they're gonna do.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like people are.
So what do you think of this track so far?
I love it. I don't care.
All right, let's go.
I don't care.
You ready?
Yeah.
Don't touch me, I'm anxious, all of this money I'm banking don't make me happy, I can't win, don't get it wrong, no, I'm thankful, wanted attention, it happened, pressure from standards established, amplify anger and sadness, can't deny that it did damage. Hey, take the bucks I made, take off all the chains, take the braids out of my hair, laser the tattoos off my face, stop comparing me to Hobson, Token, NF and M. I think they're great, but so am I, and I don't wanna be them. And I never changed, but I'm not the same, I'm not the person that I was once. Alcoholic, always calling mama, always trying to borrow 50 bucks. Hey, I put my parents in debt, I have embarrassed my friends. I didn't care if I died, I was honestly hopeful that I wouldn't wake up again. But I'm back now, knock me down to that mat, but now I stand proud. Last round, believe me, I'm ready to scrap until they back down. Doctor gave me pills, told me I was sad, never took them though, threw them in the trash. Made a couple mil, money doesn't last, trying to smile a bit, living in the past. Everybody says I changed up, cause I had nothing and I came up. Now I'm someone they're afraid of. So say some, whoa, hey yo, everything you say, bro, I don't care, no, I don't care, bro. Fame won't ever make me change, so I don't care, no, I don't care, no. See this Gucci, I bought it. I'm no sellout, homie, stop it. This is a symbol of the work I did that's finally acknowledged. This is robbed at corner stores while getting soda and some chocolate. This is bullied all my life by kids at school, I ain't forgot it. This is profit that I got from sacrificing food and water. This is dollars I had after finally paying back my father. This is failing grades and skipping class and dropping out of college. You can't stop me, that's your problem. I will get it if I want it. Stop telling me that I switched sides, my life changed, I'm a different guy. My mama proud, my girl stoked, my sister happy I didn't die. They're mad instead of saying, Tom, I wish you the best. Of course I changed, I had to go and buy a bulletproof vest. Cause I've been stressed, yeah, I'm a mess, yeah, I need rest, yeah, wasting energy on
I mean, how could you not be changed? Like, you go from scraping pennies and hoping, and it's still not enough, to having more than you need, and you can...
So,
it's, of course it's going to change. And then you have people coming after you because of that.
I don't know if you caught it on the live the other day when we did that song. Did we do it on the live? No, we did it after My Fans. We did Foul Mouth Wasted, which is from the beginning of their relationship. In fact, I don't know if you read the comments on that, but one of our subscribers, I don't know if it might have been Brandy. I think it was Brandy or Glue. It's a play on words. It's something Lou lick me or something like that.
Right.
But one of them, or it might have been Leslie, one of them were talking about the fact that in that video was the first time they kissed.
Wow.
And if you watch in that video, there's a guy with curly hair in that video, and he's one of the guys that's the people that they go through in the Castles video. So there's a lot of people in that. They talk about the fact that they're living in the ghetto in this one area, and they had a lot of friends, and they were all kind of in there, and they, you figure they used the people they had around them to do what they were doing.
Right.
But the point was the fact that.
Well, it's.
I mean, you got a snapshot into, because that lifestyle that they were showing in that video, Foul Mouth Wasted, is very much like a punk style.
Right.
And that crew is,
right.
We ain't got nothing. We're all just chilling out. We'll scrape whatever we got as a group, and we'll get some beer or whatever, and we'll hang out, and we'll just party, and we're just gonna hang out with the crew and have some fun, and that's just it.
Yeah.
And
I see, and I was going to comment on it a minute ago of, like, everybody is so quick to be like, the grass is greener on the other side. And that's not true. Not only is it not true, but people fail to realize that the grass is greener where you water it. And if you're going to water your neighbor's grass, their grass is going to be nicer than yours.
That's like a Chris Cornell quote from a Soundgarden song from, is it Outshined?
Yeah.
Or is it I think it's Outshined. But it's like the grass is always greener where the dogs shit.
Yeah. Where you fertilize it, where you water it, where you put the time and effort into it. And if you're not putting that in your own grass, then what are you doing?
Oh, 100%.
You can't sit and bitch because your yard is tumbleweeds.
And then the thing is that this is at the height. This came out at the height of the amount of hate, and the people were saying that he couldn't rap, he had no flow, he couldn't write, his beats were trash. He was literally a racist, and they were all coming in full on hate. Mm-hmm. And it's just like.
But that's how you.
From the very beginning, for me, the first time I saw him, he blew me away, and I was like. I had people tell me, hey, don't waste your time. And I kept listening, and I could never find what all these people... It's just hate for the reason for hate, because they were jealous, because
he
was more successful.
For themselves, right. And, and for me, like, I get a lot of hate. I get banned more times than not, on my other social account, and... and not even for doing anything, because I'm actually trying to spread good and positivity and help people with their issues and be there and hold space for people when they're having those dark, deep moments. Yep. And they don't have anybody else in their physical world that will sit and listen to them and help them talk through it. So But for me, it took me a while, and I used to get so hurt whenever I would get banned and all of this, and now it's gotten almost comical. It's gotten to the point of being comical because I'm like, you know, if you don't, like, the moment you start having haters and copycats, that's when you know you've made it and you're doing something right.
Oh yeah.
Like so you gotta let it roll. You gotta let it roll. You do.
I agree.
It's hard to.
So, what do you think of the flow, the style, and all that?
I don't care.
No,
I'm kidding. Fair enough. No, I do, and I do like it. I really do. It's probably one of the. I like this one. It's probably like top 5 out of all the ones that we've reacted to so far. I do.
Now, I will tell you that
I relate to it a lot.
I like one of our subscribers said that Boom Bap 101 that we did was her in her top 5.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have to separate Tom's stuff totally by himself and find my top there, because when you start adding him with Brandon, Madchild, Nova, Adam, Dax, all these people,
it just
and especially
they're
Adam,
all ridiculous on their own.
Him and
then
Adam, once they started doing stuff together,
mm-hmm.
he's elevated to a whole different level.
Him and Adam and Dax, like the 3 of them, like.
Yeah, it was just one track. There's so much of the him and Adam that you haven't heard that would blow your mind.
Right.
But it's like he takes it to a whole nother level.
Right. And they kind of feed off of each other, which is nice. And it's nice, you know, I'm sure for him and for each of them to be able to have somebody in the industry that like actually is standing for the same things that he's standing for.
Well, it's crazy when you start realizing how many like Madchild, him and Brandon are best friends from Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Nova's from Canada.
Right.
Madchild's Canada. Dax, I sent you that tag thing. I guess he was born in Nigeria, but he was raised in Canada.
I was gonna say
so
Canada.
They all are basically Canada based.
Right.
It's crazy.
Right.
Let's get back into this.
I love them. I love my Canadians.
Oh yeah. It's like
there's
right now,
like a lot of really big names
outside
come out of Canada.
Outside of Adam Calhoun in the rap world right now, of all this style stuff, I mean, Canada's killing it.
They're slaying it.
They're totally killing it.
Yeah.
Stop it. This is a symbol of the work I did that's finally acknowledged. This is robbed at corner stores while getting soda and some chocolate. This is bullied all my life by kids at school. I ain't forgot it. This is profit that I got from sacrificing food and water. This is dollars I had after finally paying back my father. This is failing grades and skipping class and dropping out of college. You can't stop me. That's your problem. I will get it if I want it. Stop telling me that I switched sides. My life changed. I'm a different guy. My mama proud. My girl stoked. My sister happy I didn't die. They're mad instead of saying, Tom, I wish you the best. Of course I changed, I had to go and buy a bulletproof vest. Cause I've been stressed, yeah, I'm a mess, yeah, I need rest, yeah. Wasting energy on enemies I never met, yeah. I need meds, yeah, I need bed, yeah. What the heck, I should send a text to see if I still have some friends, yeah. Now that I'm healthy and nobody helped me, I wanna get every penny independent. I'm a menace, I'm a wreck it, all my records got a message, I'ma spread it. And I'm still the person my mama nurtured to become this version. So shout out mom, I don't ever sleep, every night is long. Everything is on me, Tom. Everybody says I changed up. Cause I had nothing and I came up. Now I'm someone they're afraid of. So say some, whoa, hey yo, everything you say, bro, I don't care, no, I don't care, bro. Fame won't ever make me change, so I don't care, no, I don't care, no.
I love it.
I've rocked that song so many times in my car.
It honestly, like, it's almost like a foreshadow for me with my son and what he's trying to do and getting into music and doing all of that. And it's
I will tell you that from what I've watched, I have lots of friends that have gone on into music and been successful. I've had friends that I've watched beat their head against the wall and never make it.
Right.
You can't ever wait for somebody to pull you up.
Right.
You got to make your own path.
Right.
You can't hope that this person is going to help me, or I'm going to
Right.
do something with that person, or this
Right.
person. You've got to be.
And a lot of
You have to have the
a lot of
hunger
his is
and the drive to just. I'm
Yeah.
going to do what I'm going to do, and I'm going to keep plugging away,
Mm-hmm.
and.
This is kind of what I had the conversation with him the other day, and I was like, you got to think about it as like, if you like barbecue, we'll just throw this out there. Whether it's barbecue chicken, pork, spare, like whatever. The best barbecue is the messiest. You got to get messy because there's beauty in that mess, and out of that mess, it comes the most beautiful things, and that's where
If you want mess, you should just see his track list from.
Yeah, and a lot of Dre's has been like outside peripheral stuff that's kind of been his Achilles heel, but I can't even speak
Achilles heel?
I said Achilles. Achilles heel. But he's gonna get there. He's doing all right.
So
Anyway,
thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks for listening to our nonsense and our
While we
ramblings.
ramble on about a song. This is like by far one of my top 5 Tom songs.
Yeah, I like it. So yeah. Anyway, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not. Hit the Are you all right there?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
I
Hit
was
the notification bell. Comment down below if you've got songs you want us to check out, or just showing us some love. Peace out. Peace and love to all of our hoodies. Those that are already hoodies and those that will be.
And
we love you
Hangover
guys.
Gang that's shown up, thank you so much. And we look
Absolutely.
forward to more Hangover Gang people coming and
For
helping
sure.
us, direct us in ways and info that we don't know. We've
Show
already
us
learned a
the
lot.
ways, for sure.
But we're going to get out of here. Thank you. See you soon.
Peace.